All right, so I want to run through you how to do the art of destruction activity. So if you go to the website that we went through in class and you have your account, you would come to the art of destruction activity. I press play. I've gone through it, that's why all of my numbers show up here. But if I start at weathering and I click on weathering, this screen will pop up, tell me what weathering is. I can click and slide the magnifying glass to chemical weathering, and it tells me what chemical weathering means. I can slide it to this side and it'll show me what mechanical weathering means. I can go back to the main menu here and start at 1, the cave by weathering. So it'll give me a little information about caves. And then I can play the game. So I have to grow a stalagmite, which is at the bottom on the floor of a cave. This line is kind of like my energy, tells me how long my arrow can be. I have to draw a path from start to finish and collect as many of these green kind of spiky dots as possible. I can press play here. I can, once that drains out, I can't go any further. You might have to start over. You have to have kind of a little bit left in here for it to go, for it to, so I click on the drop and drag to the dot. I click and I'll drag. And I'll keep doing that. See, sometimes it won't let you if your orange material runs out here. You see, I'm not able to go all the way over here because my orange would run out. And it might take a few tries. So I finished that one, well done. You can always hit this button to go and retry again. This button to play again. And this button to return to your main menu. So I'm returning to my main menu. I'll go to number 2, town. It'll pop up with some information about acid rain. I can press play. Let's save the statue from acid rain. Tap the green tap the screen when the green target matches the target on the cloud. Keep doing that until time runs out. We don't want our statue to dissolve. That's our whole thing. So I'll click when I see it line up together and click. And you just want to make sure you're pretty close. Click. Click. And it doesn't matter where you click on the screen for your game. Ooh, see, ooh, it's gonna deteriorate my statue. My statue's a little cracked, but it's still there. Uh-oh. It's still there. That was close. Yay! It was still there in the end, so I finished. So I can go back to the main menu here. I can go on and do the mountains. It'll give me a little bit about mechanical weathering and freeze thaw. So let's make some room for a plant. Tap the screen when the circle matches the dark area here. And keep doing that until the rock breaks. So I'll show you here. I would tap it whenever it gets in that dark blue spot. And it doesn't matter where you tap on the screen. Tap, 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 tap. And if you don't tap in that dark spot, it will send you kind of back to the beginning. But I usually just tap right away, otherwise I don't do it right. So I tap right away when it first starts. I can go back to the games here. Let's see I think it sent me on to this next game here. So let's grow another tree. Drag the roots by one to the final point and make sure all the roots stay in the area at once. I can play here, and you have to drag them pretty fast. There we go. And they just have to be close. They don't have to be exact. So I will go back to the main menu. I don't think I did mountains, did I? Oh, yeah, we did the mountains. So if you get into a game like this and you realize you've done it, you can press play, then pause, and you can go back to the main menu. So did I do, I believe I just did this one with you guys. So I can pause and go back to the main menu. So I can go on to erosion. I click on erosion. This information pops up telling me about erosion. Remember, we talked about wind, water, and ice all being agents of erosion. Going back to the main screen here, I can click on the hills, and it tells me a little bit about erosion on hills. I found this one was probably the hardest for me. You have to hold and drag and aim the drop. So I press play. It's like a bungee almost. It almost reminds me a little bit of Angry Birds. And you have the hearts kind of tell you how many tries you get. And once you have the water all filled up, the two animals will come together. I can go back to the main menu, go to the beach. It'll tell me a little bit about landslides and coastlines and erosion. I can press play. Let's erode the shore. So tap the screen as fast as you can to grow the wave to the maximum point. Repeat until the shore fully erodes. So I can press play. I'm just going to tap my mouse until it reaches that max level, and I keep tapping it until it reaches the shore. And you keep doing that. And I believe it's at least probably 3 more times here. Something will start showing up actually on the shore as a surprise. Keep tapping. Actually see something appearing there, and I believe one more time here and we're done. Keep tapping. I know my fingers are already getting tired. But keep tapping. One more wave. There we go. What do we find? Oh, apparently I have one more time here. I didn't reveal the whole thing. And sometimes you don't have to like tap constantly. There we go. I found a fossil. Woo! All right, well done. We go back to our main menu. We have the canyon, and they talk about wind erosion. This one was also a little difficult for me. Tap the screen to keep the wind flying, avoid obstacles, transport your rocks to the other side. So it's almost like Flappy Bird, if you've ever played that before. But you kind of tap when you want the wind to go up here. And then I have one rock. And I do have the walkthrough PowerPoint if it happens that there's one game you just can't get through. Because I know some of these, it took me a while to practice going through them. And you have your hearts, your lives up there. So you have a few tries on this one. But sometimes it looks like you hit the cliffs there, but it doesn't knock you out. So you have a little leeway room. But if you keep going, I think this might be one of the last rocks here. Oh, I think I need one more. And this is actually the best I've ever done on this game. It took me quite a few tries to get the hang of it, but just got to get the hang of it. There we go. Oh, and I built a castle. Nice. I go back to the main menu. And it gives me my completed the game. So that's how you go through those games. I'll have a video on my channel about where to find the activity and how to submit it. This is going through the games. So look for those videos if you need any more guidance on what to do. And don't forget, if you have any other questions, please email me.